Hey everyone, this is George, your internet life coach, giving you another episode of 5 Minutes of My Mind, where I like to give you a theme, topic, or a little discussion that maybe will help alleviate some aspects of your life, or give you some food for thought, or give you 5 minutes to just have some background noise as you continue about your day. So today I'd like to talk about letting go. Letting go could be a topic that rambles on for hours. And letting go could be really simple. It all really depends on you and where you're at. The problem that I've found with letting go is that it's not always just that simple. Some things are easy to let go, others are not, and requires some more investigation, so to speak, some more questions, some more analysis. And it's like, oh gosh, I don't know how much time do I have to spend on these things. But sometimes this is the time we have to give ourselves. Sometimes this is part of what you may have heard called shadow work. And then it is definitely a form of self-love and self-care. Because I have found a lot that I've been processing in the last few months that I've been dealing with for decades. And if you could imagine feeling something and then trying to let it go. And as you're trying to let it go, just imagine it's like a weed or a plant that you just don't want. Let's not say weeds, because weeds are a negative connotation. It was a plant. It served you well, but you've decided you need to change it. It was part of your life. At some point, you decided that this feeling, this trigger, this belief, this was something that you needed, and you had it. Okay, now we're moving it. We're taking it out of this bed, this flower bed, moving it to somewhere else. Okay, so you go to try to pull it, but it turns out the roots are really deep sometimes, and you can't just let it go. You can't just toss it, because as you do, it's like, well, this root is long, and sometimes a big clump of dirt comes up, or the whole flower bed raises up, depending on how deep and fundamental it is in your psyche, in your mind. And I've unfortunately found a lot of things were triggering me in my life, not for what they were at face value, but for what they were deep down in those roots, deep down in that dirt. And it's taken a lot of work and help from my support system. You know, my family, my wife, my therapist, psychiatrist. It's been intense. Friends, family, it's been intense. And yeah, some people, they can just let it go, they can just meditate, they can just let it through. But if you're not one of those people, it's okay. It's okay. And if you can't find the help, listen, the fact is, maybe this aligns, what I'm talking about, this root analogy aligns with you, and maybe at least you can just say, okay, I'm not the only one. I'm not broken more than anybody else. You're just dealing with things in a different way. I don't even like the word broken. That's why I stopped using the word weed. It's a plant. It's a plant that you planted, that you thought you needed at some time in your childhood, teenhood, adulthood, whatever. At some point, this happened and you formed an opinion, belief, program, subliminally something happened. Or even very consciously something happened. But why are we going to blame ourselves for doing it? That was the best that we could do back then. That was the best you could do. It was, you did your best. But now you see that it's not good. And now you'd like to move it over. And maybe every day you just give it a tug and more comes out and more comes out. Then you hit a hard patch and you talk to somebody. Or you hit a hard patch and you cry it out. I don't know. But please honor your feelings as you're doing this. I've heard of so many stories where people push through because, you know, they're told by some guru or guide or coach that, hey, you got to push through it, just let it out. This has been bothering you for so long. You're right there, pull it out. And maybe you're not ready. Please honor yourself. Definitely appreciate if you feel that you can trust the person telling you to push. That's great. But if it hurts so bad, it becomes so intense, don't drop it. Don't just drop it, because that'll make it harder to get at later. But maybe just let it lay for a little bit, step back, come back to it later. Because on the flip side, pushing through, pushing hard sometimes brings up things that you're not ready to process, not ready to deal with. And it can be overwhelming and very damaging. Okay, so please, please take care of yourself. Honor your feelings, but also honor yourself enough to try. Okay. Where do you stop? Where do you don't? Where do you push through and stop? It's up to you. But if you can find somebody you can trust, that'll definitely make it all easier. But please don't just drop it. Just lay it down and come back to it at some point, because it's definitely important. It wouldn't have come up like that if it wasn't important to you and for you. Now I know, again, I'm over time. It's, well, I guess if we round down mathematically, I'm still under 5 minutes as far as the content goes. But if you'd like to hear more about this or any other topic, feel free to leave me a comment. If you'd like some help getting access to resources, please also let me know. I've been at this for many years, so I've seen a lot of different things, and I'm not just going to throw things at you. We'll definitely have a little bit of a conversation so I can make sure I'm getting something that's relevant and just move you a little further along your path in your life. And that's ultimately my goal in life in everything that I do. So please feel free to like and subscribe if you'd like more of this content, and if you appreciate my work, definitely like it. If you don't want to hear from me again, no problem, but I'd appreciate the like. And if you do want to hear more, subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Cheers. Bye.